Hola, clase. I miss seeing you guys in class every day. Yes, all of you. We talked about verb conjugation before the break, and I've had you watch a couple of videos and I think a PowerPoint, but we're going to go ahead and review this together. So remember that the basic form of the verb is an infinitive, which means to something, to walk, to eat, to write, and that in Espanol, the infinitive either ends in AR, ER, or IR. And the three classifications of infinitive verbs then would be AR verbs, ER verbs, IR verbs, just the ones that end in AR, ER, and IR. And we're going to start by reviewing the subject pronouns. So the first person singular is I, just like in English. So I is going to be yo. You informal is going to be tú. Anybody that you would call by first name or somebody your age, younger, somebody in your family. He is él. She, ella. You formal, usted. We, nosotros, or it could be nosotras if it's a group of girls only. Y'all, if you're in España, is vosotros. They, if it's guys or girls together, it's going to be ellos. They with girls only is ellas. And all of you talking to a group of at least two people is ustedes. So, verb conjugation. Remember that means changing a verb for the person or people that you're talking about. Which present tense, which was all we're going to be working with, would be I conjugate, you conjugate, he, she, or it conjugates, we conjugate, you conjugate, or they conjugate. So we're only going to talk about AR verbs right now. The first step of conjugation, or changing the verb to say who's talking, is to take off the infinitive ending. In this case, that's going to be the AR. What's left is the stem or the base of the verb. So, caminar, to walk. AR is the infinitive ending, and the stem is camin. And so then we're going to add an ending to that. So for AR verbs, if you want to say I am doing something, you take off the AR and you add O. For tú, you're going to take off the AR and add has. L, take off the AR. Ella and usted, take off the AR and add a. Remember, those three are always the same. Él, ella, and usted. Nosotros, take off the AR and add amos. Nosotros, take off the AR and add ais. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes, all three of those are always the same. Take off the AR and add an. Notice there's a pattern. The yo always has an O, and the rest of them have an A in them because they're AR verbs. So, tomar, ¿cómo se dice tomar? To take or to drink. So, if we want to say I take or I drink, yo tomo. Notice we take off the AR and we're going to add an O. That just means it doesn't mean anybody else takes or drinks, just I, just yo. Juan, you take. Tú tomas. He takes, él toma. She takes, ella toma. You take, usted toma. We take, tomamos. I'll take. Only if you're in España. Vosotros tomáis. They take. If it's guys or guys and girls together, ellos toman. They take, ellas toman. It's a group of girls only. And talking to at least two people, if not more, all of you take, ustedes toman. Notice all of these, we take off the AR, and then we add those letters. They become a pattern. O, as, a, amos, an. So when we say yo tomo, it means I take, I do take, or I am taking. So, ¿cómo se dice estudiar? To study. So to say I study, yo estudio. Jose, you study. Tú estudias. He studies. Él estudia. She studies. Ella estudia. You study. Usted estudia. We study. Nosotros estudiamos. Y'all study. Vosotros estudiáis. They study. If it's guys or guys and girls, ellos estudian. They study. If it's girls only, ellas estudian. All of you study. Ustedes estudian. And in all of these, with the yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, and ustedes, you don't have to use all of those words. You can use them for emphasis or clarification. So, bailar, to dance. So I dance would be, think about that for a minute, take off the AR, bailo. So Jose, you dance, again take off the AR and add as, bailas. He dances. Take off the AR and add baila. Same with she dances, baila. Señor, you dance, baila. All three of those are always going to be the same. We dance. We take off the AR, it becomes bailamos. Y'all dance. En España, vosotros. Oh, wait, that's supposed to say by life. That one, okay, lo siento. They dance, bailan. They dance if it's girls only, bailan. And all of you dance, bailan. All three of those are going to be the same also. So notice just applying a pattern to the regular AR verbs. So, a practicar, let's practice. ¿Cómo se dice I drink? If it's from tomar. Tomo. Take off the AR and add an O. So, get the stem, and then we add O because it's yo, or I. Remember, we can have a one-word sentence in Spanish because, why? Because you have a subject and a verb. That's all you need for a complete sentence in any language. So we have, como se dice, you informal dance. Take off the AR and add as, bailas. So you take off the AR to get the stem, add as because tú, or you informal. Como se dice he dances? Take off the AR, add baila. So get the stem by taking off the AR, and you add because it's L or he. Como se dice she drinks? Take off the AR and we get toma. Add because it's ella or she. Como se dice you formal study? Estudia. Take off the AR to get the stem, add because it is usted or you, formal. Remember to use you formal when you're talking to somebody that's older than you, unless you have permission to call them by first name, somebody who you call by a title like señor, doctora. ¿Cómo se dice we study? Estudiamos. Again, take off the AR to get the stem and add hamos because it's nosotros, or we. ¿Cómo se dice all of you dance? Bailan. Take off the AR to get the stem again. Add on because it's ustedes, or all of you. ¿Cómo se dice you informal dance? Take off the AR, add as, and you get bailas. ¿Cómo se dice? Oh, perdón, we're going to use some different AR verbs here that we haven't had. You've probably heard them, but we just haven't used them here. ¿Cómo se dice all of you cook? From cocinar. Take off the AR, and since it's all of you, you're going to add on cocinan. Again, when you take off the AR, Get the stem and add on because it's ustedes or all of you. ¿Cómo se dice we skate? Caminamos. Take off the AR to get the stem. Add amos because it's nosotros or we. ¿Cómo se dice he swims? Take off the AR and add a because it's he, and we get nada. Which nada also means nothing. But in this case, since it's a verb, nada means he swims, which could also mean she swims or you formal swim. ¿Cómo se dice you informal talk? Take off the AR and vas, hablas. ¿Cómo se dice all of you walk? Oops, wrong images. Caminan. Take off the AR to get the stem and add on because it's ustedes or all of you. Hey, por favor, what I want you to do now is on a Google Doc, take these sentences and write them in Espanol. You don't have to write the ones in English, but go ahead and just put these in Espanol and share it with me when you're finished. I hope to see you guys soon. Hasta luego.